Have y'all seen the Him movie? It felt like a bit of like a Spike Lee movie, you know, where it's like, it felt like He Got Game, where it's like the main character's not like, you know, he's a bit of a cipher, and I think that's kind of supposed to be the point, the sort of Sam Worthington sort of character, you know, who's like going through all this shit. And I wish that Marlon Wayans had more to do. Like, I feel like at the edges, you get to see him be kind of like wacky and you know, ridiculous. And there's one scene in particular where it's like, whoa, the freaking you right the fuck out of that moment is really good. Oh, there's a couple of, that's what it is. The movie has a couple of really good horror movie scares, but I feel like as far as a plot coming together, I do end up feeling kind of like, wait, did this all make sense? Like, why did that guy have to get hit with the football? Who was that guy? And I was listening to the podcast Nando at the Movies. He made a good point when they're like, why can't it be that like, oh, the person who's getting hit with the football is like a friend of his? So there's kind of like a level of like, oh man, my friend that I came up playing football with, he's getting hit in the face for me to do this. And, you know, at the end, he's like, nah, man, it's all about for your dream, man. It's all about getting your dream. You know, that's sort of like, oh, shit, this is what everyone's having to sacrifice for him. But no, it feels like the horror scenes are very disjointed and don't really come together in terms of, like, the characters and the building up of where things are leading to. So I like the social commentary of the movie. I like the sort of, and especially the emotional crux of the point about his father and living up to those ideals. And, you know, that I feel does a good job of like the toxic masculinity and pulling that apart. That's where I think it's like this movie has good themes, but the actual execution is not that great. You know what I'm saying? Has anyone seen Him? Let me know what y'all think, because that's what I kind of felt like. Like I enjoyed the experience of watching it in terms of it being like, what's gonna happen next and what's gonna happen next, and kind of like enjoying the ride of it. But then when I kind of like, you know, sat back, I was like, wait, did all this come together in terms of it actually meaning anything? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, it's like I would suggest watching it, but I feel like by the time you get to the third act, you're gonna feel like, I feel like this is supposed to be the resolution, but I don't see how this could be the resolution if shit is on this level of, you know, oh, you know, there's satanic whatever the hell going on. You know, it just kind of feels like it's like, I don't know. It feels like their eyes were bigger than their stomach in terms of what they were able to do. You know what I mean? A good excuse for me to watch a horror movie at the very least. I think it's a cool concept. I feel like the execution ain't so great, but at the same time, it's enjoyable enough in terms of like creative scares and shit like that. So yeah, I'd still check it out.